Alright, here we are at the Walmart this morning. I'm going to tell you what, there is a Pokemon problem. Nobody wants this stuff. Yes, this is the restock, but I will tell you, yesterday it was pretty much the exact same way. Crown Zenith, nobody cares about. Paldea Evolve, nobody cares about. Scarlet and Violet, nobody cares about. New low prices on things. Silver Tempest, nobody cares about. I told you guys, Pokemon Go is still sitting here at 35 bucks. I told you when Pokemon Go came out that they were jumping the shark and this was what was going to happen. Folks, Pokemon is dead. Pokemon is dead. Pokemon is dead.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. You're watching the channel Dr. Applesauce 2. My name's Will. It's another beautiful day here in Texas. I hope you guys know that I love you, God loves you, that there is an awesome plan for your life. A few days ago, the video you just saw was posted on Twitter, and I stumbled across it and found it and immediately thought, that's a very interesting and uninformed take. And this video caused a huge ruckus on Twitter, getting tens of thousands of views. Now, I want to start off by saying I had conversations with the creator of this video, and they made it very clear they were ready for the Pokemon community to stop commenting on their videos and to be over it. For that reason, I have chosen not to show who the creator of this video is, because I don't want people going and commenting on their videos and making fun of them and saying things like that, because while this Pokemon is dead and in a junk era statement is incorrect, the people who are making these statements, like the person who made this video, do not deserve to be ridiculed, do not deserve to be harassed. For those reasons, I am not sharing who the creator is of this video. But I stumbled on this video on Twitter a few days ago, and I immediately thought, well, this is a bad take. And the interesting thing about this is when people make videos like this, and I want to talk about this because there are some people that are going around saying Pokemon's dead, Pokemon's in a junk slab era, Pokemon is this or that, or nobody's buying Pokemon anymore. And those statements could not be further from the truth. But when people make those statements, you know what I can pinpoint almost 100% of the time? I can tell you exactly when the people who made those statements entered into the Pokemon hobby, and I can tell you exactly what they primarily collect. 99% of the time, people who are making these statements saying Pokemon's dead, Pokemon is in a junk card area, are people that entered into the Pokemon hobby at the height of the pandemic craziness of the Pokemon hobby, specifically to buy cards off the shelves and flip them for 2 or 3 times the profit. And they typically come from where? Do you know where they come from? Do you know what hobby these types of folks come from? Sports cards, yes. And the person who made this video is exactly the situation. They jumped into the Pokemon card hobby in the height of the pandemic craziness, specifically so they could buy things off the shelves to sell them for 2 or 3 times MSRP, and then they are a primarily sports collector. Now, I have to be clear, while the opinion and the take of that video is wrong and incorrect, it doesn't mean people are invalid for having those opinions. Everybody is allowed to have their own opinion. But when you see things like this, you got to look at this and you can immediately tell that these people with these opinions are not Pokemon collectors. When you or I walk into a Walmart and see that type of stock, do you think Pokemon's dead? I think, oh sweet, they have everything that I could want. They have Paldea Evolved, they have Crown Zenith, they have Silver Tempest. They had everything that you could want as somebody that's just a Pokemon collector moseying on in, like, you know what, I want to buy some Pokemon cards today. And maybe they don't have Evolving Skies, but they had a ton of other stuff that you could buy. Take your pick, go home, have fun, rip some cards. That is the purpose of Walmart and Target carrying Pokemon cards, is so that there's stock on the shelves for the casual collector to be able to say, you know what, I want to get some packs today. Guys, if you're enjoying this video, give it a thumbs up. It really does help. And let me know down in the comments below, what do you think about this opinion that's going around, people saying that Pokemon is dead? Furthermore, you can't judge the state of a hobby based off of 1 or 2 retail stores. What's going on with a lot of hardcore collectors is a lot of hardcore collectors like us, we don't buy from Walmart and Target. We're buying online a lot more because online there's just plain and simple better deals to be found. Walmart and Target are always going to be strict certain prices until they clearance things, like you saw a little clip of something being clearanced in that video. But we're not buying at Walmart and Target. We're buying online quite often. And again, I have to reiterate, you can't judge the entire state of a hobby based off of 1 or 2 or even a handful of Walmarts, because there's several Walmarts in my area that are usually pretty cleaned out. My Target that always gets stocked pretty regularly is cleaned out pretty quickly afterwards. And so I just find that when people take these takes and they say things like this, it's really interesting to me, because these are the type of people that, while while I don't think fundamentally they're bad people, there's nothing wrong with them as a person. Where every human being is valid and deserves love and deserves consideration. But these people who have these opinions are in the Pokemon hobby for one reason and one reason only, and that is to be able to walk into Walmart or Target and clear the shelf and turn around and sell that product for 2 or 3 times MSRP or 2 or 3 times retail, and that's not what Pokemon is supposed to be. So when people like that say Pokemon is dead, well, you know what? They're actually right. For them, Pokemon's dead, because they came into the Pokemon hobby in the Pokemon marketplace in an area where there wasn't enough supply to meet demand. So people that were opportunistic like them could go to Walmart and clear off a shelf like that and have it all sold for twice what they paid the next day. In that sense, Pokemon is dead in that sense, but Pokemon was never supposed to be that way. Pokemon was never supposed to be something that you can walk into Walmart, buy something, and then turn around and sell it for twice what you paid for. But that's not the purpose of Pokemon at Walmart, for one, and that's not the purpose of Pokemon. Pokemon is in this to make money with the TCG, and they're an intelligent enough company to be able to look at the market and say, okay, if things are selling out too fast, we need to produce more, and that's exactly what happened. And that's why we're seeing shelves at Walmart and stuff stocked more often. This, again, I will reiterate, Pokemon cards are not supposed to be something that are sold out all the time. Will there be sets that are a lot more coveted, special boxes that are a lot more wanted than others, and those things will sell out? Yes, that's always going to happen. There's always going to be specific products that people want more than other products. They're going to sell out faster. But as a whole, you should be able to buy Pokemon cards whenever you want them. You might not be able to get this one specific box, but you will be able to find cards that you want to be able to buy and open and maybe build in decks or build out your binders or what have you. So I guess I just briefly wanted to address this common theme that I'm hearing going around a lot, that Pokemon's dead because there's actually inventory on the shelves. And to be honest, hearing people talk about this is good, because it means all the people that came into Pokemon just so they could buy things and invest and take advantage of other people that want to collect, those people are leaving the hobby, and that is a good thing. Furthermore, if you want to be a Pokemon investor, there's nothing wrong with that. Being a true Pokemon card investor is buying a product that you think is going to be in demand in 5 or 10 years. You want to be a true Pokemon card investor? Buy 2 booster box cases of every set that comes out just so that you can hang on to it. You want to be a true Pokemon card investor? Speculate on which cards you think are going to be incredibly popular in 10 years and buy some of those. Buy sealed product and hold on to it for 5 or 10 years. If you want to be a true Pokemon card investor, you have all these people running around saying they're card investors, and their investing is going into a store and buying a bunch of product and turning around and selling it on Facebook or eBay for 3 times what they paid for it. That's not investing. It's called flipping. Flipping is low-level Bush League tier investing when you don't have either the capital or the intelligence or the wherewithal to actually invest in something and sit on it and believe in it and believe that the product is going to grow and mature. That is investing. Buying stuff off of Walmart and Target shelves is not investing, and those are the people saying that Pokemon is dead, and those are the people that are leaving the Pokemon collecting hobby, and that is a good thing. I want to know what you guys think down in the comments below. Let me know your opinions on this whole entire situation, and while this situation's weird, something that's really cool is that video right there. I think you'll love it, and like I always say, my friends, find somebody to love and serve today and be the change you want to see in the world. See you next time.